Time for change in the back three. All Blacks must look to new talent. As All Blacks fans, we feel the weight of recent performances, especially after the disappointing loss to Argentina. It seems clear that our back three, featuring Rico Ione and Severese, struggled to make any real impact during the match. Justin Marshall, a legendary figure in our rugby history, has pointed out that it might be time for head coach Scott Robertson to explore fresh talent in these crucial positions. Watching the game, it was evident that our attack lacked the fluidity we've come to expect from the All Blacks. Ione and Reece were unable to assert their influence, and Argentina's aerial game exposed weaknesses that just shouldn't be there. Marshall has raised a question we all have been pondering. Why are our star players not performing to their potential? Ione's drop in form since Robertson took over is concerning, and Reece's contributions have raised eyebrows as well. Comment "Go All Blacks" in the comments. Many fans are echoing the call for Robertson to consider younger players for the back three. After all, rugby is evolving, and our wingers must be effective in the air, as demonstrated by the likes of Cheslin Kolbe and Kurt-Lee Arendse from South Africa. They may be smaller in stature, but their aerial skills are top-notch. Our wingers, on the other hand, seemed absent during the match, and that's simply not acceptable for a team of our caliber. Marshall also criticized Reece's work ethic, suggesting that while he tries to make plays, it often leaves our wing vulnerable. It's a tightrope walk for wingers. They must balance seeking the ball while maintaining their defensive responsibilities. It's frustrating to see our backline misfiring, especially when Argentina exploited our flanks with ease. Even the bench players were unable to shift the momentum, and some of Robertson's substitutions left many of us scratching our heads. Replacing Cortez Radama and Beauden Barrett with Finlay Christie and Damian McKenzie seemed like a lateral move rather than a strategic one. Additionally, the introduction of Quinn Tapia didn't help solidify the midfield, leaving us without a proper 13. Marshall's perspective on the substitutions was clear. The changes disrupted our rhythm, making it seem like we were trying to force our way through the Argentine defense. They executed their game plan effectively while we floundered, which is a tough pill to swallow as an All Black supporter. What do you think, fans? Are we ready to see some new faces in the back three? Should we give younger players a chance to shine? Or do Ione and Reece still have what it takes to turn things around? Let's discuss. Comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to include your city. Go All Blacks! All Blacks fans react to Rugby Championship Team of the Week. As the dust settles on another thrilling round of the Rugby Championship, it's hard not to feel a mix of disappointment and determination in the air for All Black supporters. The recent selections for the Team of the Week have certainly raised some eyebrows, with Argentina and South Africa both showcasing their talents, notably in their victories over New Zealand and Australia. It's essential to analyze how our beloved All Blacks fit into this narrative. The Argentine side has been generating a lot of buzz following their historic home win against the All Blacks. Fans, what do you think about that? Can we truly consider it a fluke, or is it a sign of the Pumas' rising power in rugby? It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when you see players like Juan Cruz Malia and Santiago Carrera stepping up and earning their spots on the Team of the Week for their outstanding performances. Comment "Go All Blacks" in the comments. On the other hand, Simon Parker from New Zealand, despite the loss, put forth a valiant effort. His 20 tackles and 4 dominant carries demonstrated that the All Blacks still have grit and determination, even in defeat. It's crucial for fans to recognize performances like his, as they remind us that talent and heart still exist within the squad. Some might argue that the All Blacks need to regroup and refocus on what makes them great. What do you think? Are we seeing the emergence of new stars who can help lead us back to glory? Meanwhile, the accolades for the likes of Pablo Matera and Julia Montoya from Argentina only add to the pressure on our All Blacks. Matera's performance was described as world-class, and it's hard not to feel a pang of envy as we watch other teams thrive. As passionate supporters, we must rally and demand more from our team. Should the All Blacks be looking to adapt their strategies and bring in fresh talent to maintain their edge? The selection of South African players like Eben Etzebeth and Thomas du Toit also raises questions about the competition we face. Their consistent performances are a reminder that the rugby landscape is evolving, and the All Blacks will need to step up. Do you think we need to change our approach to remain competitive against these rising powers? In conclusion, while the Rugby Championship Team of the Week may not have favored the All Blacks as we would have liked, it's a call to action for all fans. We must continue to support our team and voice our opinions on how we can reclaim our position at the top of the rugby world. So, let's hear from you fans. Where are you watching from? And what are your thoughts on the current state of the All Blacks? Are we on the right track? Or do we need a significant overhaul? Share your comments below. All Blacks face tough questions after Argentina defeat. The All Blacks are undoubtedly reeling after their recent 29-23 defeat to Argentina, and the criticism directed at head coach Scott Robertson and the team's discipline is hard to ignore. Renowned New Zealand journalist Gregor Paul didn't hold back in his assessment, suggesting that the All Blacks have developed a troubling tendency to rely on their reputation to intimidate referees. This has led to a series of self-inflicted wounds that are costing the team dearly. 3 yellow cards in this match alone indicate a serious discipline issue. Well, Jordan was penalized for impeding Mateo Carreras, while Tupou Vaa'i and Severis both received yellow cards for deliberate knock-ons. It's frustrating to see such avoidable mistakes at this level. And as Paul pointed out, these actions have made the All Blacks look like they're playing with a dangerous mix of arrogance and recklessness. Comment "Go All Blacks" in the comments. Fans, it's time to ask ourselves, what is happening to our beloved team? Are we seeing a decline in discipline that we never thought we'd witness from the All Blacks? Traditionally known for their sharp rugby intellect and ability to dance around the laws of the game, it seems like the players are now unable to control their impulses, leading to these unnecessary penalties. This isn't just a series of unfortunate events. It's a trend that needs urgent attention. Paul has noted that this isn't the first time we've seen discipline becoming a recurring issue under Robertson. With 7 yellow cards in last year's Rugby Championship alone, it has raised eyebrows and concerns about whether the All Blacks are becoming the dumbest and dirtiest team in world rugby. It's a harsh label, but is there some truth to it? While the Pumas deserve credit for their strategic execution and relentless passion, we must acknowledge that they were given a significant advantage by the All Blacks' ill discipline. It's a bitter pill for fans to swallow, especially considering our team's storied legacy. As supporters of the All Blacks, we must demand better. The team has the talent to bounce back, but it requires an immediate shift in mindset and a return to the discipline that has defined New Zealand rugby for decades. Fans, what do you think? Can the All Blacks regroup and find their focus again? Or are we witnessing a deeper issue that could haunt us for a while? Comment below with the name of your city and your thoughts on the current state of the All Blacks. What changes do you think we need to see moving forward? Let's rally together and support our team as they work through these challenges. Go All Blacks! All Blacks aim for redemption after narrow loss to Pumas. The All Blacks faced a tough match this weekend against Argentina, where they fell to a 29-23 defeat at Estadio Jose Amalfitani. For many fans, it stings to see our beloved team struggle, especially against a rival that has become somewhat of a bogey team for us. Captain Scott Barrett didn't hold back in his post-match analysis, stating that the Pumas displayed more passion and intensity. He acknowledged that the All Blacks were simply outclassed, particularly pointing out that too many penalties allowed Argentina to dictate the game. It's tough to hear our captain admit that we didn't have enough ball to control the game. Barrett's words resonate deeply, highlighting a need for improvement as we look ahead to our next challenge against the formidable Springboks. This is a crucial moment for the team, and I can't help but feel a mix of disappointment and determination. What do you think, fellow fans? Can we bounce back stronger? Comment "Go All Blacks" below and share your thoughts. Barrett also mentioned the pain within the group after this loss, which is understandable. This team has a legacy to uphold, and every defeat can weigh heavily. It's a big week ahead, and the All Blacks must channel this experience into a renewed focus. Scott Robertson, the head coach, expressed his hurt over the performance, emphasizing that the players need to pinpoint where things went wrong. As fans, We want to see that urgency and commitment translate into a stronger performance next week. Meanwhile, Argentina's captain, Julian Montoya, was clearly riding high after the victory. He praised the support from the home crowd and the collective effort of his team. It's tough to watch another team celebrate their success, especially when it comes at our expense. Montoya's words about belief and resilience are admirable, but as All Black supporters, we know our team has the talent and skill to respond in kind. The next match against South Africa is looming, and while the Springboks may be struggling, they're still a force to be reckoned with. We can't underestimate them, and our boys will need to step up their game significantly. It's important that we remain united as fans and rally behind the team. What are your thoughts on the All Blacks' performance against Argentina? Do you think they can turn it around next week? Let's hear from you. Comment your city and your opinion about the All Blacks below. Remember, we are all in this together as fans of one of the greatest teams in rugby history.